Detective Emilia Grey stood at the edge of the old, rusty elevator, her eyes fixed on the flickering fluorescent lights that seemed to hum in unison with her racing heart. The message had been cryptic. A whispered warning in the dead of night. "They're waiting for you in the depths." The voice on the other end had been distorted, but the urgency was unmistakable. Emilia's instincts told her that this was more than just a prank call. It was a summons to uncover a dark secret that had been hidden for decades. As the elevator lurched to life, Emilia felt a shiver run down her spine. She had always been drawn to the unknown, the unexplained, and this mysterious bunker was the ultimate enigma. The government had long since abandoned it, leaving behind a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers that seemed to swallow the light whole. Emilia's colleagues had warned her to steer clear, but she couldn't shake the feeling that this was where the truth lay. The elevator doors creaked open, revealing a narrow corridor that stretched out into the darkness. Emilia fumbled for her flashlight, the beam casting eerie shadows on the walls as she made her way deeper into the bunker. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and she could feel the weight of history bearing down on her. Every step seemed to echo through the silence, as if she was being watched by unseen eyes. As she turned a corner, Emilia stumbled upon a door with a sign that read, "Authorized personnel only." Her heart skipped a beat as she pushed the door open, revealing a room filled with rows of dusty filing cabinets and a single, flickering computer screen. The words, "Project Elysium," flashed on the screen, followed by a password prompt. Emilia's mind racing. She typed in a series of random characters, and to her surprise, the screen flickered to life. The files revealed a shocking truth. The government had been conducting secret experiments on civilians, manipulating their memories and identities to create the perfect operatives. Emilia's eyes widened as she realized that she was staring at her own file. She was one of the subjects. A wave of nausea washed over her, followed by a sense of disorientation. Who was she, really? Was her entire life a lie? As she delved deeper into the files, Emilia discovered that she was not alone. There were others like her, scattered throughout the city, living lives that were not their own. And then, she saw his name, Dr. Liam Connor, the lead scientist on the project. Emilia's heart skipped a beat as she realized that she had been in love with him. Or at least, she thought she was. Was it all just a manipulation? A clever ploy to keep her in line? Emilia's mind reeled as she grappled with the implications. She had a choice to make. Expose the truth and risk everything, or keep the secret buried and continue living a lie. As she stood there, the weight of her decision crushing her, she heard a faint noise behind her. She turned to see Liam standing in the doorway, his eyes locked on hers. "Emilia, I know what you're thinking," he said, his voice low and urgent. "But you have to trust me. We can make this right together." Emilia's heart ached as she looked at him, torn between her duty to uncover the truth and her love for the man who had manipulated her entire life. In that moment, Emilia realized that she had a third option. She could choose herself. She could reject the lies and the manipulations, and forge her own path. With a newfound sense of determination, Emilia turned to Liam and said, "I'm not who you think I am. And I'm not going to let you define me anymore." As she walked away from the bunker, the darkness seemed to recede, replaced by a sense of clarity and purpose. Emilia knew that she still had a long way to go. But for the first time in her life, she felt like she was walking in the light. She was no longer a pawn in someone else's game. She was the master of her own destiny. And as she emerged into the bright sunlight, Emilia smiled, knowing that she was finally free to be herself.